Crime Fighters, the searchlight on crime and criminality.
Yes, sir, for the purpose of this organization,
Simply, I'm Dr. Joseph Otumara. I'm a medical doctor by profession. I have been 3-time chairman of this local government, Warri South, before I was made a commissioner in 2003 in charge of foreign relations. But presently, in this constituted ESCO, I am the present commissioner for housing in Delta State.
now, sir, Delta State, like most states in the country, is faced with a challenge meeting housing needs of its workers. What measures have you put in place to overcome this?
Well, thank you. I think the government of Delta State have tried tackling the challenges facing people regarding housing. First, since they came in, there have been a lot of housing schemes and projects going on. For instance, you have low and medium housing scheme, low and medium cost housing scheme in about 21 communities scattered all over the state. And as I speak with you, about 8 of them to 10 of them have been completed. The remaining are maybe in the next 9 months or so they will be completed, because they have achieved about 80% completion in most of them. Then you have also the Delta Development Property Authority. They have built a very large site in Asaba and Warri in Jedo. The one in Asaba is being inhabited by people already, and the one in Jedo is going to be allocated as from maybe in another 3 months' time, because it's near completion, over 90-95% completed. We also have a lot of projects going on, for instance, where the commissioners are staying presently. Asaba used to be a small village when the governor came in as the governor of Delta State in 1999. But if you get there now, I can assure you that is it the permanent secretaries or the commissioner or the State House of Assembly members, or virtually everybody is being housed. Where the commissioners are staying, and where the permanent secretaries, and then the public servants, the kids are both low and highly placed. Most of them are accommodated in Asaba, and they were all built by this Ministry of Housing in this Governor James Onanefe Boris administration.
Sir, in your view, do you think the government has gone too far in the housing needs?
Well, I would say yes, thinking of the period under review from 1999 to this present time. It's just nothing in life can be 100% satisfactory. Nobody can achieve that. It's difficult. But under the time under review between 1999 to present date, the quantity and the amount, the number of houses that have been built in Delta State has been very tremendous. And if other administrators in the past, governors and military administrators have done this, by now I'm sure Delta State would have been a haven for everybody to live in.
Now, sir, you have talked about government efforts in housing Delta.
Yes.
But how affordable are these houses? How many Delta can afford a $1 million house? Does the high cost has it not defeated the effort in making houses affordable and available for Delta?
Thank you. Well, the governor is very mindful of this, and that is why most of these low and medium cost housing, the ones that were allotted recently allocated out, the ones in Ole, soon the one in Ule will be allocated out. You see, there is over 50% discount in these houses, in which case ordinarily the houses would have sold for 3 million, 3-bedroom flat. They are going for, or bungalow, they are going for about 1.1, 1.2. So, and it's not just once payment. instrumental, just to allow the ordinary Deltans to have a feel of what the government is doing. So the government is very mindful of that, and they are doing a lot. And in furtherance of that, they are looking at other technologies, like the hydroform technology, that can further reduce the cost of housing. The hydroform technology is a technology which we are going to start, very soon. The Uzoro, we have a big land in Uzoro, Ibuzo, and Otumara inland, where using locally made or locally available material, these bricks, and then little cement, we'll be able to put up housing at a very cheap price. I'm sure at the end of the day, if 50% of that again is discounted at the end of the day, those houses will sell for about 600,000 naira.
How will you describe James?
Well, he's a very courageous man, a man with a vision, an intelligent administrator, a man with a forgiving spirit, a man that is loved by people and is also loved. The governor is indeed the governor of Delta State, because for the first time, he's been able to bring all the tribes in the state together as one. It has never happened like this before. You see, the peace that we enjoy today is basically because of what he has put in place, the way he's administering the state, and his foresight and manner of doing things. You see, what happened before when he came in was, built up tension before he was made a governor. The problems were already there. But since he came in, he has been able to match all the problems one after the other. And everybody is happy. He's a governor that you will want to work with. As a commissioner in the SESCO, it gives you the freedom to express yourself. It gives you the freedom to talk. I know that God willing, the sky is his limit.
Now, sir, what projections do you have for housing development in Delta State in the next 18 months?
Well, we hope to complete all the ongoing housing projects, the low and medium cost housing projects. We also, the hydroform technology which I just talked about, we also intend to start in the next 6 weeks or 8 weeks, because we are bringing in the machines and all that, so it's going to take some time. But immediately we start, within each center, we are going to finish, each center, the Uzoro center, will be finished within 3 months, and then we'll move to the next center. So in the next 18 months, I can tell you that the hydroform technology will be a model that everybody in Delta will copy and build a house at low cost. And then to all the low and medium cost housing scheme will be completed and be allocated out. Perhaps if there is more funds, we shall initiate more in some places that haven't gotten. But basically, this is what we intend to do.
Now, sir, also, let me ask you this. Now, in the past,
Yes.
most government housing estates lack basic facilities, electricity, drainage, and toilet facilities. Now, in your own plan for Deltas, are you putting this into
Well, if it was possible, perhaps maybe we would have just gone around. The governor is a civilized man. When I say civilized, widely traveled. If you look at him, you know what I'm talking about. He doesn't believe in half-baked things. All the estates that I'm talking about, that was discounted almost with 50%. If you get there, there are, tarred roads, electricity, toilet facilities within the house. Bungalows, flats, and all that. So it's the best that we are giving the public or Deltans. It's not just a makeshift arrangement. It's the best. It's the best, the very best. Electricity, network of roads, and all that. They are in the estate.
finally, sir, what do you want them to remember you for this?
Well, basically first, I want them to remember me as an humble and straightforward person. Someone who maybe had the aim of affair in the Ministry of Housing would perhaps do things according to the will of God, and according to the tenets of Christianity. For I am one, I'm a Christian. That is doing things in the sense that when it comes to the allotment and the allocations, we shall allocate fairly to everybody, no matter how lowly placed they are. Everybody, no matter your position, will be given the fairness so that they can get. So basically, this is the first thing I want them to remember me for. But the second is that I will want a situation, if the time can be increased, where housing can be placed in each housing, low-cost housing scheme can be in each community. Like what we are doing in Zoro, Ibuzo, and Otumara inland. If time permits, I am going to spread it to other communities, so that at the end of the day, they will be satisfied that it was during his tenure that this hydroform technology came to this place, and we all benefited from it. So this is basically what I wanted to do. Thank you.